the Wine Glass, and today we're going to be talking about wine subscriptions. So traditionally people would get their wine either from their local liquor store, grocery store, maybe from Total Wine or ABC Wine and Spirits. And the new thing that's popping up right now is wine subscriptions. So companies like Bright Cellars, Wink, and Vinbox will go ahead and have a quiz on their website. You go, you fill it out, and then they will send you a box of wine based on those answers that you gave straight to your door. But before there was that, there was Winery Direct memberships. Now, as a disclaimer, I'm not sponsored. It would be really awesome, but I'm not sponsored by these people. I just really fell in love with their wines and I just joined their membership. So the subscription that I'm a part of is going to be for Dry Creek Vineyards in California. They're in Sonoma County, absolutely amazing grapes. Nothing more I can say from there. So this is my latest shipment here, and I really want to share it with you guys. I haven't opened it yet. I just cut the tape, which I know is not as fun to see me struggle with the tape, but I didn't feel like struggling. So we're gonna go ahead and open up this box here. So the way that subscription boxes work is that you will get a catalog the first time you go to order, and then you can choose the wines that go into that first shipment. So the one that I have is going to be 6-bottle shipment twice a year. So once in the spring and once in the fall, I get a box with 6 wines. Now, in the box itself, you have the wines, and then they always have a newsletter so you know what's going on. So the first thing on the very top is your receipt, which has your address, your billing information, just to make sure everything is correct, and the wines that are inside. But I don't really remember what's in my box, so we're just gonna find out together. So I'm just gonna put this over here. And right here is the newsletter. So in the newsletter here, they talk about what's been going on, and I'm pretty sure this talks about the wines that I got. So I'm just gonna put this aside because we're gonna find out together. So right here it talks about what's been going on at the winery, what they've been doing, some recipes here and there, just kind of talking about the grapes, the wines, and what's been going on. Normally they'll also have events on here because Dry Creek does do a lot of events, but you know, everything going on in the world, there is no events going on right now. So in the very back, if you look, there is a catalog. So in the gray, you're gonna see all the numbers is the pricing for the wines if you are not part of the club. And if you are part of the club, depending on the level that you're at, you have these 2 columns with your pricing there. And the cool thing that I like about Dry Creek too is when they send you the catalog between shipments, they'll actually let you know what's sold out so that you're not like, oh, I'm so excited, and then you go in and you find out it's sold out. So you already know from advance, hey, it's sold out. Dry Creek also has this really awesome thing that they do, and where if they have final sales, so it's like the last of that vintage, they will actually give you a call and tell you, hey, you know, this is the last call for them. Would you like to add any of these to your shipment? So I find that to be really cool. Now, when you do get your shipment, you don't have to stay with the bottles that you bought. So I have 6 bottles, but if I wanted to get more, I can always add it. So they'll send me a list of what's inside my box, and I can either change what's in there or I can add to what's in there as well, as long as I don't remove. They don't let you remove just because, you know, your shipment is for whatever you decided it's going to be for. Now, I got my wines here, and I know you guys are just as excited as I am to find out what I got. So let's open it up. Now, all of the shipments are cold sent, so they all have an ice pack inside. And that keeps the wines nice and cold because long ago they would ship it without that, and the wines would get cooked, and nobody likes cooked wine. So we're gonna go on to what we have here. So first bottle is a Sauvignon Blanc. So it is the 2019, so this is from their latest harvest. And then it actually says here DCV3. So one of the cool things about Dry Creek is that they have multiple different vineyards that they actually get their source their grapes from, but they're all Dry Creek vineyards. So they will actually let you know which vineyard they actually source their grapes from. So we have a Pinot Noir 2018 Sonoma Russian River Valley, and if you look here, DCV10. right. Now we're gonna go with 2017 Estate Petite Syrah. So this is the same grape they make their rosé out of, and it is so good. I haven't had their wine that is just the Petite Syrah, that it's not a rosé, it's actually a full red. So I'm really excited to try this, but if it's as good as their rosé is, it's gonna be real good. And this is a Spencer's Hill. So that's where they source their grapes from. We're gonna go with you. We have a Chardonnay. So 2018 Chardonnay, Russian River Valley. And on certain bottles, they'll actually have some really cool information. So here it tells you that it was harvested on October 22nd of 2018. It was whole cluster pressed. You know, it has all these interesting facts about the wine that's in here. It even tells you what the Brix is. And the Brix is basically just the amount of sugar that's in the grape before it's picked and fermented and everything, so that you have the right amount of sugar in your grape. And then this is a DCV block 10. So in the DCV, it's the actual block of vineyard that they're grabbing from, which I think is really interesting that they even tell you that part. So we're gonna go with Somers Ranch Zinfandel. This is a 2017 single vineyard series, and this is their amazing Zinfandels that I was mentioning before. I just love their Zinfandels. They're all so good. They have multiple different ones too, which is absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna put that right here. And then, oh yes, this is the creme de la creme of this box, I have to say. It is the Dry Creek Vineyard 2018 Old Vine Zinfandel. So this is from the vines that are a lot older, normally about 50 to 60 years old. That's going to be the vines that are growing these wines. It was harvested in September, which is really awesome, September 8th through the 26th. So that is the time frame in where they harvested the grapes for this wine. And it is a 2018. It has 3 days cold soak, fermentation, and then 12 to 17 days maceration. So this label really goes into detail of what's going on. It actually tells you what the blend is. So it's 80% Zinfandel, 19% Petite Syrah, and 1% Carnig. Alrighty, so that is our shipment for the spring. I'm really excited. They know that I like a lot of their Zinfandels and a lot of their red wines, so they tend to send me more of their red wines, but I do have a couple of their white wines, and I'm so excited to be trying those wines out. So remember how I said that they sent that sheet with what's possibly the wines here? Let's double check. And that's exactly what it is, the Vintner Select Club of 2020 May, and they go through and they tell you about every single wine. Tell you what the blend is, how much it retails for. You know, if you have a 20% savings or a 25% savings, it tells you on both. It gives you a little history on the wine and where it was sourced from. And then it also gives you the aging potential, how many years. And then what I also find very fascinating, because I'm a nerd about wine like that, it actually tells you how many cases were produced of this wine. So I find that to be really interesting. So really, really cool information. If you are interested in getting wine shipped to your house and you tend to like one specific winery, definitely check out doing a winery direct shipment or subscription. If you are more willing to try out different things, different wineries and stuff like that, definitely try out a subscription, because they'll send you a thing that you are not sure you wanted to try, but because they send it to you, you're willing to try, and it may even be your favorite thing. So definitely check it out. I'm going to go ahead and put a link down below if you do want to check out Dry Creek Vineyards a little bit more. Once again, I am not sponsored, please. But I'm not sponsored, so if you want to check them out, definitely do so. Their wines are awesome. Remember, drink responsibly and happy drinking.